Hello YouTube, and greetings from LazyEyebrowReviewer. Today we have landing for review is Universe Tankor, because Octane can't be copyrighted. But since it's a free word to use, I think I'll use it for the remainder of this review, because that's the correct term. So let's take a look-see. Universe Tankor in his plane mode is modeled after, in my opinion, a Lockheed C-130 Hercules. No, not you, get out of here! Back to Octane. So yes, based off one of those planes, except the wingspan and the tail fins are considerably gimped, making this thing look like a bloated chicken. Although the body itself does look odd. I mean, look at it. Where the body bits are is okay, but then we get the weird blue stuff off the back and that random silver bit down below. It's just a mess, really. Another thing that gets me is why this thing is a C-130-ish type plane. What happened to the jumbo jet plane he used to be? The name Octane totally suited that thing. Well, yes, a prop plane does run on jet fuel like the rest of the air vehicles in the world. A jet engine just seems to suit the whole Octane theme. I don't know. That coupled with the wingspan being too small, the tail fin too short, and the fuselage too ugly, this mode can just take off. However, I will give it the fact that it pulls off an underside slightly better than a Uniclaceration Seeker. And I do mean slightly. Like, by a hair kind of slightly. So this being a triple changer, let's bring on vehicle number 2. To get there, bring up the rear section of the plane and then split it apart and spin the sections around. Fold the tail fins in and rotate the entirety of it back. Fold the wings up. I have something in my eye and I'm taking it out and then I'm going to repeat the line. Fold the wings up and place them together with the propeller heads overlapping each other. Then peg the entire thing together to hide the wings. Swing the entire thing on its hinge for the silver bit so that it runs congruent to the truck cab. Fold the chest crest together, and finally, swing around the hinges containing the rear wheels. Put the guns in these ports like exhaust stacks, and we've got ourselves a gasoline truck. I think. Before I forget, Octane should have 2 guns, and this is actually Generations Brawl's gun, but it fits and looks similar, and that's all I can say, really. Check the description for a review that contains both guns if you want a more accurate picture. So yes, Octane. Ay. I'm all for triple changers and their concept and all, but come on, could they make any more panel gaps for us? The cab looks nothing like a proper truck cab, unless they're going for a cross between this fire truck and this tanker. I'm not kidding, this is the closest I could find for a vehicle of this nature. Aside from the imaginative ability of the engineers, we have their unimaginative side, showing heavily in this mold, such as the gap between cab and supposed tank, the weird kibble between 2 front axles and 2 rear axles, and the mess that the rear axles are. The massive gap we find in the back, similar to what you might find in a horrid figure such as this one, and scale. Oh man, don't even get me started. I guess I am getting started. Here's Ironhide, an SUV that just dwarfs our tanker truck. Or Nemesis Prime, who does practically the same thing. Honestly, no matter how you cut it, this thing sucks in plane and in truck mode. Just like Astrotrain, the G1 pulls off the vehicle mode so much better with a convincing looking tanker truck and a cool looking jumbo jet. And like Classic's Astrotrain, doesn't hold a candle to the other figures nowadays. So on to Robot. Remove Brawl's gun, pull apart and extend the cab, flip up the windshield, fold back around the rear axles, fold them down, and unpeg and rotate around the forearms. Push the head up and fold the chest crest back down. Remove that silver thing, stand the figure up and fold his wings up in position accordingly. So Octane. As a robot, he's not bad, but not great either. His legs are weird looking, his elbows are ball joints, which I've always felt is a lazy way of giving the illusion of bicep swivel, but we'll get to that, and the hands look so bizarre. The silver thing on the other hand can plug into his hand and then open up to become some weird claw smasher chomper type thing that was so prominently featured in the cartoons. Yeah, the designers really took some liberations on this mold, and it kind of bugs me to be honest. Like, I have nothing against creativity, but could we get a good triple changer from Hasbro? No, Metroplex does not count. That's like $120, or at least he was on release day. So size comparison. Here he is next to Astrotrain, which is slightly taller than him. Unit Claceration Starscream, which is good size, and fellow 3rd Seasoner Hot Rod. Articulation is pretty basic, I find. Swiveling head, wings can move around and be positioned according to preference, 360-degree ball-jointed shoulders, and as mentioned before, a lame ball-jointed elbow. Finally, a swiveling wrist. Aside from the wings, the upper body really is just an overly generically articulated body. Nothing to write home about anyway. Now, legs, on the other hand, are the same story. Ball-jointed hip, swivel leg, and 90-degree knees. Nothing in the feet. Poses I could think of were fist pumping and standing on one leg. Again, pretty generic stuff. So pretty much Octane here is an okay figure. His vehicle modes are kind of annoying, but his robot is okay at best. Definitely not something I would say that you must run out and buy. Anyway, this has been the Lazy Eyebrow Reviewer. Ta-ra!